Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. Today I decided to do a card which is going to feature some print and cuts. Only there is a sneaky way of doing a print and cut if you do not have the print to cut function, and this is probably the easiest way to do it and to make the most of it. If you happen to have a ScanNCut, this will make it easy for you to do. Now the images I have here are downloaded from Pixabay. I will put a link to this particular set of images in the information box below. So what I did was I imported the images into ScanNCut slot, and I basically put a trace line around them just using a solid trace. And then when I had that, instead of sending it to do a print and cut, that type of thing, all I did was I told it to print it. I sent it to my printer and allowed it to print the outside lines that I had put on. Now, if you don't want the outside lines to show, then it's not that difficult to do an offset on them. And then when you send it to your ScanNCut, you can do an interior offset and avoid having the lines if that's what you want to do. For this particular project, I was quite happy to have that extra definition that the lines provided. So all I had to do was to print it off, and I sent it to my scanner and asked it to scan it and direct cut, and I put a 1mm offset on it. So this is the result. Now this is photographic paper, because I have a lot of it around. Actually, the next thing I want to do is to put some foam on the back of this piece. Now the file is basically windows, and I've included some drawn pieces on there as well, so it's got to be done on the back. And I'm going to go and put the foam pieces that I've cut on here. So I have my card base. This is symmetrical, so it doesn't make any difference which way up it goes. So the other thing I need to do is to do a sentiment, and I had somewhere a stamp block. Ah, there it is. I couldn't see it for looking. And I did somewhere have a piece of card to stamp my sentiment on. And I'm just going to snip So what I need to do next is to decide which of these pieces is going into which slot, and just put some double-sided foam on the back of them to prop them up. Here's the finished card. I've still got a few of these little bits left, and the hardest thing of this was choosing which bits to put on the card and which bits not to put on the card. But these could always be put onto parcels or gift tags, you don't have to throw them away. I actually liked all the little images that came in this particular package, and I think the artist did a very good job on those. Added to the fact that they were printed onto photo paper, which is nice and glossy, it just gives it that extra nice look. Now if you don't have any photo paper but you still want the glossy look, then simply put some contact paper over your normal card after it's been printed and cut it out with that on, and you'll get a very similar effect. So this was easily done without a print and cut function on the ScanNCut with the aid of ScanNCut slot. Made it very easy to do. And I think, to be honest, it's easier to do that and use the machine to do what it's supposed to do, which is scanning and cutting, than to try and do it any other way. I mean, I have the print to cut function, but I don't really need it to do this kind of thing. I would just as soon print directly from ScanNCut slot. Now, if Canvas had a direct print function, it might be different. I might be more tempted to use it. But since it involves yet another step of saving something as a PDF to print it with the registration marks on, can I be bothered? Not usually. So there we go, another card idea for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you again soon. Take care.